We've got something else that will make you smile now. We love it here at This Morning when you send in your children's seemingly innocent drawing.
Now, we haven't been shown
I've just looked down.
these.
I've just looked down. I've just seen the first one.
We specifically said, please don't share them with us until
Here we
we're
go.
on telly. So here we go. Let's all discover these together. Lauren says, Finley drew a fantastic space rocket, complete with flames at the bottom and a flashing light at the top.
Well, that's clever. Lauren said, my 6-year-old son drew this picture of the world with a thermometer in its mouth. Oh.
Jamie says, this is a drawing of me from my child. Don't I look beautiful?
Yes, you really do. OK. My daughter coloured the knickers in because apparently you could see them.
Nicola says, my daughter made her dad into a unicorn.
Shelley said, my son made me this card. It's the best card I've ever received. It's a beautiful flower, isn't it?
It's a beautiful flower. Gemma
flower.
says, this is my daughter's drawing of Harry Potter's final battle with Voldemort. That's an impressive wand.
And Christy says, my 5-year-old daughter made Big Ben out of clay. She swapped the catwalk for cooking. Gok Wan has joined us in the kitchen, in his kitchen, actually. There he is. What are you making today, Gok?
So I'm going to make a really good store-covered Chinese dish. It's called canton. And you can have canton beef, canton prawn, canton chicken, canton tofu, canton anything, basically. And the reason why I'm cooking this one is because at the moment, food has become a massive part of our day. Cooking with the family, you know, distracting the kids slightly. And it has a very special ingredient. Tomato ketchup. Now, you can serve this with rice. You can serve this with noodles. All you've got to do is just blanch the noodles. But actually, do you know how I serve this? With mashed potato. I love it on a bed of really white, fluffy mashed potato. And you've kind of got this East meets West flavour, absolutely delicious. And that is how easy this dish is, because it's done.
That's a mess. That looks so lovely. It's breaking my heart that I can't...
I know. We just want to try it.
It's so unfair. The whole thing is so unfair because not only do I miss you guys so much, but I literally can't think of anything more fun than cooking for you two to watch your faces eat it. And you're not even going to try this now. And it's so depressing. When this is over, you lot, everyone, you're all coming here. We're going to open every bottle of alcohol in central London and we're going to eat loads of Chinese food. I promise you.
That sounds like a plan to me. That's good. And the good thing about this, Gok, I mean, it's, you know, it's, what, 20 to 12 now? You've cooked your lunch.
I've cooked my lunch. I've turned the kitchen into a studio, which has never happened before. I'm actually going to ignore all this stuff and take the dog for a walk is what I'm going to do. But I miss you.
Thank you. We miss you too.
Thank you. Yeah, we really do. See you soon.
See you soon.
Take
Enjoy.
care.
Now to myself, a whole lot.
So jealous. Hi, guys. So, you know, spin to win always goes wrong, and every day we find a new way for it to go wrong. Well, today it is, well, it's gone for it big time. There's the wheel. What's happened, Phil?
Well, it won't come down. If the worst comes to the worst...
I can't even hold the ladder for you.
I reckon I could
Well,
get
open the ladder and see. Oh, we're being told you're not allowed to go up the ladder.
I've been told I'm not allowed to go up the ladder, but I could, I mean, one step.
Why is he not allowed to go up the ladder? He's a fully grown man.
What do you mean health and safety? In the world we're living in at the moment, you're worried about me going up a ladder?
Go up one more step, see what happens. Can you reach it? No.
Still can't reach it, but I could spin it if I had something to spin it with. Who's going in a meltdown?
The deputy editor's having a meltdown.
The deputy editor's going in a meltdown.
This is a good game in itself. One more.
I can spin it from here. I can spin it from here.
Calm down.
I could do it.
Honestly, they are having a meltdown in there. You've got to calm down. I can't do it to them. It's already stressful enough without you being up a ladder. I've had an idea. I've written 500, £1,000 and £3,000 on a bit of my script. We're going to put it in a pot.
I've got a cup from the shelf.
Put it in a pot. So instead of spin to win, we're going to play...
Dip to win.
Dip to win. Don't... Just leave it there.
you put them in there.
I'll put them in there. You back away.
And then
we'll have a
take
dip
them out.
to win.
We'll have a dip to win.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Got to make
Don't
them
touch the cup. I just
no,
touched
no,
the cup.
no,
I
no.
mind you, I've just done
It's
a hand.
fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Let's dial and find the first person who's going to play dip to win.
I like dip to win. We're so resourceful.
Hit the nail on the head.
Yeah!
Who's that? Who are we talking to?
Sandra.
Hi, Sandra. You know that it's broken down. We can't get the wheel out the roof.
I know, and they wouldn't let you up the ladder.
No, they
Well,
would
quite
not.
right, Sandra. Yes,
So
absolutely.
we've created dip to win, OK? So I'm going to have a little dip and see what you've won. So is that...
You can't. You shouldn't dip because you put them in. So, like, I don't know what the shape of the paper
I'll back
was.
away. You dip then.
Right, I'm dipping now for you, Sandra.
Okay.
All right. So what's it going to be?
Love the music.
Okay.
What have we got? What have we got? It could be £3,000, £1,000, 500. What is it,
Right,
Phil?
what have you
is it?
got? What have you got? You have got £1,000.
Wow! Earlier, we were looking at some of the innocent pictures your children have been drawing whilst at home, and you've been sending in more. Dougie says our daughter Lily drew our family's coat of arms, which made it onto the wall on Parents' Evening. That's a very detailed pair of ballet shoes, if you were wondering.
There we go.
Of course.
Ballet shoes. Anne says my daughter made a mermaid tail charm to put on her bracelet. That's a lovely one, isn't it?
I hope you wear it every day. Kat says my young son, Charlie, aged 5, drew this picture to say thank you to our elderly neighbours. What a beautiful creation.
And Katie says this was this is my little girl's drawing of a swing.
That's my favourite. That's my favourite. And that was Alison Hammond in the background there. You might have recognised that laugh. Hazel said, my daughter made this world's best mum trophy at school. I was so glad when the dog chewed it and I could put it away.
Oh, they're great. Thank you for those.
Thank you very much.
Now then, yesterday she was dancing. Today she's cooking. There's no end to Alison Hammond's skills. And you're on the Great Celebrity Bake Off tonight at 8 on Channel 4.
Yes.
And showing your bakery skills.
I was so good, I'm not going to lie. I was really good.
Wait, should we have a look?
Yeah,
I can't give it away, but I am like the best one.
OK.
And then you want to put all your dried ingredients in. If you want to, you could add a little teaspoon of baking powder, but I've actually forgotten that before and it really didn't make a difference. So I don't know what actually baking powder actually does, but put it in or don't put it in, it's entirely up to you, and then give it a little shake. Like so.
That's beautiful.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
Little shake. There we go.
You're very relaxed when you're cooking.
Do you know what? I find cooking and baking so relaxing. We get that in. Now, as you can see, it's a little bit dry. It's not normally. It's not normally this dry, but you know what? With cooking and me, I just
You haven't
kind of...
put any eggs in it.
Yeah, that's it. We need to... I was thinking, why is it so dry? But, yeah, it is a little bit dry, but don't worry, you know, with these things, you just got to go with the flow.
Go with the
Do you know what I mean?
flow.
Go with the flow. So we want 4 eggs in here. Now, what you need to do, you can't just bang the eggs straight into the mixture. What you need to do is you need to do it separately. And the main reason for this is because you want the eggs to be
I feel like
mixed.
we're watching you in your own kitchen. You're pretending to do this on the TV, and yet you are actually doing this.
I was practicing
You've
last
got a
night.
minute and a half, you know that, don't you?
Babes, chill, relax. I got this. I got this. Mix up those eggs like so.
Whisk up lecture.
All right. Okay, it's all good. Right. And then you want to bang it in. Bang it in.
So then you put that in there and you add all the other stuff.
Yeah, so I'm going to add some stuff. There we go. Bang it. some nuts and some chocolate chips. Get it all mixed up. Bang it in the tin. Look at that. Right, and then you spread it out. Get it in the oven, 160.
How long?
160 for about 40 seconds.
And we've got them here.
Table
We've got
resto.
Oh, right.
You have your brownie at the end of 40 minutes.
And it is
Well
delicious. I can say it's absolutely delicious.
So 60-second sermon with me, Rev Chris. So we've woken up into a world, a changed world, a world where anxiety is rising, where fear is rising. And we need to hold to hope, I think. You know, one of the most prolific sayings, the saying that God says to his people more than anything else in the Bible, is do not be afraid. And it happens 365 times, one for every day of the year. And in this time of anxiety and fear, I want us to try and meet fear with hope. And I think there's 3 simple things that we can do to help with this. And one is to take care of our spirit and soul. And one way you can do that, whether you're a person of faith or no faith, is to sit still. Have just 5 minutes of sitting still in the morning and breathe. It's really good for your soul and your spirit. The second thing is your mind. We are creative beings. We're called to be creative. And so be creative, sing, dance, do something that stimulates those creative senses. It's really good for you. And the third thing is your body. We need to be taking care of our body, and whether that's eating well or choosing to go on a different diet during this period, or doing some physical exercise, whether that's 5 press-ups or 50 press-ups, depending how big you are. We all can do that. Something just to get your heart rate up, to get a little bit of a sweat on. All of these things are really helpful for your mental health and your well-being. And so in this period, don't go down fear's route, but hold to faith and hope, and know that you are of great value and that you're loved.
Lovely, thank you.
Oh, thank you. That was
Very
really
much
nice.
indeed.
Here we're going to do breath of fire. So we're going to really exhale through our mouth like a panting dog. This releases CO2, it replenishes O2. Good. And if you want to be adventurous and really start working on trust and balance, you can catch your toes and just keep breathing. Right.
And how was goat yoga?
What do you mean? Listen, goat yoga was one of the most incredible experience of my life. We had been to a restaurant that specializes in cannabis product that Gino wanted us to try, and Gordon was having none of it. And we were trying all this delicious food, and just before the goat yoga, it all kicked in. And yeah, it was quite something. And me and Gino went to the gayest gay shop in San Francisco to buy some outfits for the goat yoga because we thought it was so hilarious. And I got one for Gordon, and we arrived at the place where we're doing the goat yoga in our dressing gown. And I gave the suits to Gordon, and he wouldn't wear it. You know what I mean? Gordon is just he's so anti these things.
We should mention also, just for safety reasons, that where you went there, it's actually legal. So
it's illegal, and
yeah.
this is why we done it. And you know, that was the idea of it, to experience and embrace San Francisco for all it had.
Yeah.
Yeah. And were there any arguments? Were there ever any moments when you all fall out?
There was plenty of arguments. But, you know, when you go into a road trip like that, you know, I think the basis of the relationship has to be love. And you have to really look after one another, and you have to let go. And it's exactly the same thing that's happening here in this lockdown right now, you know, because people are going to be stuck together. And what's important is to just forget and forgive and give people the benefit of the doubt and let them get on with it. Like, for example, with Gordon, you cannot argue with him. So there's no point for me to start an argument. I'm just keep my mouth shut, and so does Gino, and that's the way it is.
And which one of them is going to be best man at the wedding then?
Well, look, Gino has said to me that he wanted to organize my stag do, and I said, okay, on one condition. This is the first episode we will do when we get out of lockdown, and the one condition is you both cook at my wedding in Negril in Jamaica. We're going to do a Jamaican, French, and Italian feast. And
Oh,
you
that
are
sounds-
both
that sounds incredible.
We're
Oh,
going
that
to have
sounds
a party of a
amazing.
lifetime.
Thank you.
Now, they might all be separated at the moment, but nothing is stopping Little Mix from keeping spirits up. So what are they doing with all that energy during lockdown? Well, Jade and Leanne join us now from their homes. Good morning, ladies. Thank you for joining us. Well, this is strange times, really, for everybody. And like everyone, what you do has been affected by coronavirus, and you were meant to be recording your video to go alongside the new single. All of that had to be, I think you were meant to be in Brazil, weren't you, filming it?
Yeah. Go on, Lee.
So we were in Brazil not too long ago. It's a shame, but obviously we can't help these circumstances, but it's just a bit crazy, really, isn't it?
Well, you've gone blurred. We've got dogs in the background.
Whose dogs?
I know. I'm so sorry. Can I just get him out?
Yeah, get him out.
Sorry.
That's all right. All morning you've been getting in touch with your children's very creative drawings. Thank you very much for sending them in. Mandy says this was my Mother's Day card made by my 6-year-old daughter.
Oh, it's lovely.
Yeah, a lovely daffodil.
Hayley says my daughter Mia drew a lovely picture of me. Gorgeous.
Vicky says my 9-year-old Isabella drew this lovely photo of me. Just look at the nose.
And Alison said, this is my daughter Eva hiding in a flower garden.
Actually looks like our Alison.
Thank you for
Thank
those,
you.
just brilliant.